Hey everybody, I hope we're all doing well. Um, Happy holidays, if I didn't say it already in the last video. Um, I know this is a very simultaneously very fun and stressful time for a lot of people, so, you know, just wanted to say it, happy holidays. Whether or not you're with family, alone, or, simply just going through something. I think this is the time of the year where obviously we reminisce, we just think about the past year and everything we've done, whether for ourselves or everybody else. And I think it's a really beautiful thing that it's kind of tradition to just look back and look at all the good and the bad and kind of compare it to, oh no, but yeah, kind of compare it to, just last year, the year before, and just kind of like see how we've matured and developed over time. It really is a great feeling. Yeah. Like me personally, I think kind of like what I said is very it's simultaneously very stressful and relieving. I guess the fact that, I've made it to another year in life, and although there is a lot of stress with everything that's going on with me, it's good to know that I have another year to change it and improve and grow. And there's always time to change is what I'm trying to get at, right? And I think a lot of people kind of overlook that. So, no matter what position you are in life, it's always good to just look back and say, I did a lot. Even if it doesn't feel like I did a lot, the fact that I'm here and I made it to this point in life is a blessing in itself. Not to get all philosophical, but it is kind of true when you think about it. Whoever's watching this, yeah, give yourself a pat on the back because, sometimes it's really hard to just, get up and, you know, do what you have to do and live another day. So don't take that stuff for granted. But anyway, Um, I'm gonna be doing this course. It's funny. I played this game for so long, and I don't even remember the name off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get the right now at least. I'm gonna try to get the 100 coins and all that jazz, as well as the 8 coins. I might as well, right? But yeah, for me personally, the holidays, at least this year, it's a little bit more stressful. You know, um, I feel like gift giving was one of the harder things to do. With me, I typically just like get gifts for my immediate family. So, the people I live with is what I mean. But even then, it's a little hard because I'm out of school. It's been I think a few months now, and I guess it's the fact that I guess unemployed, funnily enough, and I guess it's hard to like get everybody something that's meaningful without breaking the bank. Because I feel like with me with gifts, I always try to put a lot of thought into it. Like for example, I got my dad this like lamp. He's a big fan of Star Wars. He doesn't really like talk about it as much, but he always kind of geeks out over this one character. I think I think the series is Mandalorian, and he always talks about how he loves that lightsaber. I think it's like a katana, and I wanted to get him something that kind of reminded him of that, or like something thematic to that. So I got him like a night lamp that's basically the katana as a lamp, and I just thought it was really cool. I don't know. It was. I wouldn't say it's a last minute gift, but I thought about it kind of on a whim. I was just like, okay, if he can't like put it in his room, like an actual life size, replica in his room, his bedroom, then how about I get something that he could actually put in his bedroom? So I just thought of that, and they actually had something like that. I think I got off of Walmart, and it was a bit expensive. And that's kind of the thing I was getting at is that it's like those small things you want to put thought into, whether or not it is small or huge or whatever. With me, it's always about like what it means to somebody, you know. And sometimes I break the bank with that. And I guess another instance of that is like my brother, right? The only thing he spends his money on is this one game he plays, and I wanted to, or at least what I've done last year, which I kind of botched a little bit. Um, I got him I photoshopped the cover of the game. So he plays this like sports game, and if you know any sports games at all, they typically release like a new edition of it every single year. I can never get this jump. Oh no, dude, wait, hold on. Damn it. Okay, I was close. But yeah, no. So they always release a new edition every single year. So I thought, oh, like as a surprise, what I'll do is I'll just like Photoshop a cover of the game and like put it in an old game cartridge, like a game box case, and kind of surprise him with that. So he opens it up and he sees this new game. And what I did this year, which I didn't do last year, was I got him a gift card for it. So however much the deluxe edition is, I think it's like $80 or $90. I put that as a gift card and I kind of like used my Photoshop like replica of the game. There you go, nice. Yeah, I did like a Photoshop replica of what I think the cover would be, and I just put it like that. Which I think is an awesome gift because, like I said, it's the only thing he really spends his money on. So, I kind of gave him the one thing that he spends his money on every single year for Christmas. So I think it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll try to look for it. Maybe I'll try to photos, not Photoshop. I'll try to attach what I'm talking about right here. But yeah, no. So I did that for him, which I think is pretty cool. And then my older brother, I got him like a figure from a game we play. We talk about a lot. And then I got him like a gift card for another game that's supposed to come out, which still hasn't. But I got him that like just in case if it ever does come out in the near future, he would have like the gift card to buy it. So yeah, stuff like that. And then I got my mom like some shoes or whatever because she always talked about how she wanted them as a kid, and she still likes them. So I was like, screw it, I'll get those for her. But yeah, like I always try to put a little effort into gifts, you know. And as someone who is unemployed, like I said, it's a little hard to not break the bank or like, sometimes I really wish like I really did have a well-paying job and it kind of worked out for me. But it's all right. One day I'll make it there. Maybe I'll take them out to like for example, a fancy dinner or something that isn't like, you know, yeah, I think you guys get what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, yeah, try to treat them a little bit. Try to treat my family a little bit. I think it's always good to do that from time to time. So I was actually watching a video on speedrunning, and frick, wait, I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. Okay. I think, oh no. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the Canon. Actually, I'll try one more time. Screw it. I want to be cool. Alright. No. Wait. I can save it. I can save it. No, I can't. Alright. But yeah, if it's any other advice I would give, is just, yeah, put a little thought into the gifts you got your family. I feel like everyone loves to be cared for and appreciated, even if it's small. It's always a good thing. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this game. Alright, wait. I have to focus up a little bit, just so I could try this one more time and probably fail. But no, definitely try to do that. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna Canon. But yeah, man, just do it. Get something nice, something small, if you can. Alright, maybe I could go up here. No, I can't. I'm bad. Alright, don't die, please. Okay. But other than that, honestly, holidays aside, I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling a little, just like, speaking of unemployment and all this other crap, like, I feel a little lost. And I feel like a lot of people kind of, dude, oh my god, why am I so bad at this game? But, no, I think a lot of people could, I guess, understand what I'm coming from when I say that. You know, I've went to school my whole life, you know, elementary, high school, all that crap. Went to college right away. And now that I don't have that structure anymore, it just feels really awkward. Kind of just feels like I'm here in a way. It's interesting. I feel like I've learned a lot with my time being a little unemployed and all that. But do I have all the stars here? Oh, I guess I do. Cool. Let me see. I just want to make sure. Nice. That was pretty quick. Um, I'll do like a few extra. I'll do like one or two more stars, and then Yeah, that'll be that. Okay, wait, how do I? There you go. All right. But yeah, no. Like, I've been feeling a little lost, honestly. It's a weird feeling, you know? I don't have that structure of school anymore, which I haven't felt like I've had ever. I'm not really working as well, so yeah, it's just really odd. Why does it lag so much here? Holy moly. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do to keep my mind occupied. It's also why I kind of started this little YouTube mini journey wherever it takes me because, maybe this could work out, maybe I'll like it or maybe I won't, but it's always good that, and I guess like this is also just some general advice. It's always good to like have something small to look forward to at the end of your days, something minuscule that you could just put your effort into. I feel like a lot of people take that for granted. Wait, what? Why didn't he leave? Hmm. I guess I have to like stay in front of it. I don't know. This always trips me up, and he always hits me, man. This guy's annoying. Oh, okay, that was pretty close. All right, grab it. Nice, nice. But yeah, I'm sure like as time goes on, I'll get used to it. I'll be more adjusted. I've been trying to make time for friends too. Just seeing the boys and all that. It's been pretty fun. You know, lack of academic stress is weird. And oh, oh, sorry, but yeah, and this shift is very weird. Then you start to realize like who's really your friends. I've always kind of realized that when I was younger. Like my high school friends, I don't really talk to them as much anymore, or at least a lot of them I don't talk to at all. And I've always known that like they were just there because we were in the same setting. Proximity, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like a lot of people don't. I feel like I say a lot of people, but realistically, I'm just talking about myself when I say that, by the way. But yeah, I feel like I'm starting to realize when, or at least I'm starting to realize now, like who's truly my friend or not. And I've always known that a lot of the times when you make friends, it's just because you're in close proximity and all that stuff. But yeah, I think now is the time in life where I'm gonna start realizing like who's really there for me and who's not, like genuinely beyond just school and everything like that. Could I grab this right here? Yeah, nice, nice, nice. And I'm sure all of you guys can relate to that to a degree. But yeah, if any of you guys are in college or are thinking of going to college, my personal advice would just would honestly to be, try to get yourself out there a little bit. I feel like with me personally, it was very hard to do that because I was always very introverted. I never really liked going out and talking to people as much, but now that I'm older, I don't know, I kind of regret not doing it as much. I always feel socially anxious, so I feel like I don't really, um, how do I say this? Yeah, no, I just feel like sometimes it's hard for me to adjust and talk to so many people at once. I'm so used to seeing the same people over and over again. And I'm trying to break through that because I feel like it's always good to broaden your horizons when it comes to talking to people and getting multiple perspectives because at the end of the day that's kind of what life is about. It's just getting those different perspectives and seeing life through like other people's lenses. I feel like a lot of us take that for granted a little bit, especially me. I was talking to one of my friends about that. I was like, even though like things kind of suck sometimes, or you feel like you're in one spot and you hang out with like a certain group of people, it's always good to like get to know other people's sides of things and really understand like how some people think. It really is a beautiful thing. That's why I always try to have empathy with everyone I try to talk to because I guess I know how it's like to um I I wouldn't say not heard, but I guess how it is to just I guess observe. I feel like sometimes how do I say this? Sometimes it feels like I was very observant growing up, you know, and I could kind of see like even though like some people may be rude or some people may act this way, there's a little good in everybody, and it's good to like know that sometimes it's there, you know. Or in other words, what I'm trying to get at is just you talk to people, make small talk. Small talk's good, even if it doesn't go anywhere. It's just good to communicate. Maybe you'll make a friend, maybe you won't. But yeah, and I guess at the same time when I'm talking about being lost and like having a group of friends or just talking to other people, I guess the fact that I'm like going into the workforce or I'm going to be in the workforce, it's something that I have to know how to navigate regardless. So yeah, like for like again for the people who are in school or are planning on going to school, whether that's in state or out of state or whatever your plans are, just take that time to like really connect with people. And if it goes bad, it goes bad. If it goes good. But definitely get yourself out there. 100%. Are there any like Goombas or anything I could? I swore there were, right? There they are. It's a free 3 coins right there. Boop boop. Alright, I need 11 more. And do I have... Oh, I don't have all the coins. Interesting. Okay. But, yeah, I guess for my New Year's resolution, right, it would be to just probably be more consistent with this. Oh my god. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, to be more consistent with this. Probably try to find something part-time or full-time. Enough that I'm not constantly draining myself, but enough that I could show growth in my career, whatever that entails by this point. But yeah, do that, and then have enough money to go around a little bit, fuck around, all that jazz, and yeah, and just see where it takes me. That's all I can really hope for. I think that's all anybody should really hope for. Getting a job and doing all that shenanigans. As much as I don't want to really have a job, I'm gonna be honest, but you know, it's what I gotta do. Is what I tell myself. Alright, I need 4 more coins. Where can I find 4 more coins in this terrible level? It is really choppy. I don't know if that's gonna show up on video, but it's a little choppy over here. Dude, where the fudge do I find 4 more coins? This is so weird. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Jump, Mario, jump. Oh my god. Alright. How do I go up here? Okay. What? Bro, where are the coins? Alright, wait. Hold on. Maybe I could get someone I... Maybe there's some, like... Oh my gosh, really? Okay, let me talk to this guy again. Or at least talk to him first, I guess. I thought I told him already. Thank you, sir. Alrighty. But yeah, I know my commentary isn't like as much as the first video, but I guess that's kind of what happens when I just jump into it. Last video, I mean, I wasn't like as prepared, or at least like prepared at all, but no, I guess for last video it was easier to yap. Like now I'm trying to stay slightly on topic with stuff. Dude, where are the coins? Where do I find the coins, man? I need more coins. Oh, there you go. Oh my gosh. I was like, no way, man. Like, I didn't just waste my time, did I? Alright. Oh, I hope I could actually jump for this though. Like right here. Hold on. I could jump up right here, right? Please don't make it. Oh no. Oh, perfect. Alright, whatever that was, it worked, so. Alright, we take it. But yeah, I mean, I think like as time goes on, I'll figure out what I want to do with this channel and all that jazz. Alright. I don't need those. I'm good at the game. Boom. I'm not good at the game. Whoopsies. Alright. I don't know how many more coins, not coins, stars I have left here. I think I have like one more, right? And if yeah, I can't even get to that one though. Wait. Oh wait, I could get that other one I missed out on. And then I'll probably just call it for today's video. Yeah. Because the next one I need the metal cap, and I'll do that like in a few vids. I don't know when, but yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's do it. After this, I'll probably just chill a little bit. Probably eat like mochi or whatever. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys ever tried mochi. Oh my god, it's so good. I think that's what it's called. It's like this Japanese ice cream, and it has like dough surrounding it. It's like an ice cream ball. It's so good. Oh my god, fucking love it. I remember I used to get these like ones at this local market where I used to live, and god, they were so good, dude. Oh my god. Let me get the secret star and then I'll call it. But yeah, I miss those, man. Maybe I'll go back one day and get those. I don't know. But yeah. And it sucks because the ones that we could get locally, they're like from some crappy brand. No, I think they're Trader Joe's. No, never mind. Yeah, the ones I got at first, I think it was a lot of money and they were super small. But I went to Trader Joe's and I found like these other ones and I wanted to try it because it was really cheap. And they're so much bigger than the ones I got from like Stop and Shop. And I was so happy. I was like, dude, this is just like what I had as a kid. But I think the one I had as a kid was a lot bigger. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It's been like, what, 16, 15 years since that? That's crazy to say. 15 years ago, I was what, like 5 or something. Insane. No, I was like 7. Yeah, I'm getting my math wrong a lot. See, that's what happens when you're not in school. The smallest bit of math just flies over your head sometimes. Alright, let me get the star. 24 stars, not bad. I think I've been playing this for how long? Like an hour-ish? Not bad, not bad. Alright, well, now that I got that done and yeah, Area 2 done and almost done with Area 3, I think we'll call it for today's vid. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll say this every single video until I guess Christmas. Happy holidays, guys. You know, like I said, spend it with whoever. If you don't have anybody, it's okay. You know, just think about what we've done throughout the year and how far we've all each came, and just be happy we're here for another day and another, you know, hopefully, God willing, to see the ball drop or just to experience the beginning of the next year. So, yeah, stay consistent with your resolutions if you are still consistent with those this year. But yeah, definitely take some time to just reminisce, you know, think about all we've done. Because even in the grand scheme of things, just being here is a lot, and that's all we could all really ask for. So, yeah, take care of yourselves. Tell your friends you love them, like them, whatever, who knows. And yeah, brush your teeth and do whatever. Alright, cheers, guys.